Hello guys, welcome back to another Eurovision reaction video. Today we are not going to react to a song, today we are not going to show a personal top 10, but today we are going to check what are the predictions for the semi-final one. And we are going to separate this video in three parts. The predictions according to the reality, my opinion about what should or shouldn't happen in the semi-final one, and the predictions according to the page of Eurovision Oods here in the web, surfing here in Google. We are going to check that. Getting involved with those three topics that we are going to talk about today vandaag. Let's start the video. But before we start the video, let me invite you, welcome you to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done that yet, you can do it if you want, of course. Nobody's forcing. If you want to give it a thumbs up, you're also more than welcome. So let's check it out first, what the reality says. According to many pages, blogs, people, according to many things that I just check on media, that I just check also online, the predictions for the first semi-final are the following one. Which countries are going to pass to the final that are competing in the first semi-final? Well, it's easy. We are going to say that. However, first we have to check again which countries are in this list. And the countries participating in the first semi-final are Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Finland, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Poland, Serbia, Slovenia, Portugal, Australia, Ireland, Azerbaijan, Moldova, Iceland. Okay, those are the 15 countries. And according to the reality, because right now we are talking about the reality, what we expect most likely to happen in this semi-final. According to that reality, many people see that 6 countries have already their ticket to the final, and those countries are Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Serbia, Portugal, and Azerbaijan. Yeah, like you heard before, those are the predictions. They're according to the reality, what could happen. We are not talking right now about what we would love to happen or what the booking Oods or the Eurovision Oods page is telling us. No, we are talking about the reality, what the reality can tell us. Those countries, of course, are the strongest ones in this semi-final. They are delivering really good tracks, and I'm not seeing the final without those 6 countries as well. But later on, I'm going to talk about what is my opinion. But the reality is telling us that those 6 countries already has 100% the pass to the final. Now let's talk about a little bit more about the countries that most likely also can go to the final, because we have 4 spots left for the final in this semi-final. The slap of reality says that probably also are going to join this this final, Luxembourg, Finland, Cyprus, and Poland. In my opinion, they might be correct, but we are not going to talk about, of course, about my opinion, but the reality says that probably those 10 countries are going directly to the final. Do I agree or not? We have to check it out in this next section. This new section, I'm going to call it Should or Shouldn't. What should happen or what shouldn't happen according to my opinion and my taste, and also what I would love to happen. This is, of course, nothing related to the reality. This is just what I would love to happen. So before you complain on the comments that no, you're talking shit. No, I'm not talking shit in this section. I'm talking, of course, shit, but it's just my shit. It doesn't have to deal with the reality or the predictions according to the odds and stuff. So according to me, what I would love to happen, what should happen is that in this semi-final is quite difficult for me to have what I would love to happen, because it's the weakest semi-final in terms of favorites and good tracks. We have a bunch of 15 here, but not all of the 15 are good. So here I would love just to say that Poland should go to the final. It's actually better than many others that are competing here. And I hope that happens, because yeah, the reality is telling us that Poland, of course, will go to the final, but who knows what will happen, who knows in May. So here we are going to give that opinion. And other opinion that I have about what shouldn't happen, what shouldn't happen is that Iceland and Ireland or Moldova go to the final. Sorry, I don't see that happening. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to actually give a spot to countries that are not really valuable for the final. I would love to see them, of course, in the final next coming years, of course, if they bring something really good. But this year, come out, no. Among the 15 tracks, those 3 are the weakest in my opinion. Those 3 tracks are not big deal for the big final. So giving those spots to the final to those 3 countries, to any of those 3 countries and not to the other ones, for me will be totally a big mistake in Eurovision. So I hope that it doesn't happen. It's not likely to happen, but who knows. So that is, in my opinion, what I wouldn't love to happen. Because I mean, okay, Ireland has been struggling many years to pass to the final. They took a risk, a big risk, to send this extravagant and different song, but it's not enough. Iceland is another topic. I mean, we kind of know why Iceland didn't give a fuck about their selection of the songs, because they didn't even want to compete. We are not going to go more into information here, but in the next video, yes. But here, no. So Iceland, I think, in my opinion, I don't know if it's real or not, but I think in my opinion, Iceland didn't give a fuck about this year. They said like, okay, we are going just because, well, we already said that we are going, so it's also the inversion of all the money that they spent. But then they say like, well, what you spend also in a big let's say propose or something, or a performance, when we don't really want to participate. And I'm not saying that this singer is not good or whatever. She can sing, she can pitch, she is really doing her job in that performance of the Iceland entry. But are you telling me that that's the best that Iceland have? And the other one is Moldova. Moldova, so sad. I mean, the composition of the track is so good sometimes, but then it goes involved into other direction, and then I'm like, what is going on? It's too much happening. The vocals are weird sometimes, because it feels that the vocals doesn't fit with the song sometimes, with the melody. And I was so scared, because it started to be really interesting with the violins and the orchestra, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. But then I stay like, this is weird. I mean, it doesn't fit. I don't know. When you listen to it, and I listened to it quite a lot to see if I was wrong, but I ended up saying like, yeah, it doesn't fit. I don't feel the correlation about how the tracks with the melody and the track with the melody and the voice plug it in each other, and then they produce this track. I don't know. I feel really confused with that track, and knowing that other artists had more time to produce their tracks. And if we give this, with this spot to Moldova, I will feel so sad for the rest of artists that actually put a little bit more of effort on giving us quality. So that's basically my opinion about what I would love or not to happen, what should or shouldn't happen in semi-final 1. I didn't talk much about Cyprus, because I'm not sure what is the future of Cyprus, and the future of Australia. I mean, no qualifier. And well, I think that I should add that to what shouldn't happen. I don't want Australia, just because it's Australia, qualifying for the final. The song is not a big deal. The song is really so basic. Let's go to the other section. Let's move on to the other section, that is going to be the predictions according to the odds. Now here I'm going to check it out with the odds, with this page. What are the odds telling us? What are the people spending their money for? Which are the countries that people are thinking more that are most likely to win Eurovision? Because that's how the odds work. The odds are just the money of the people betting in their favorite countries to win. So let's see what are the people voting for the qualifiers in the semi-final 1. I'm excited. Sometimes I complain a lot about the odds, because sometimes they are correct, sometimes they are not. Sometimes it's like overrating a country just because is that country, and it has a lot of influence. I hate it a lot because the Oods has a really big power in the time of voting, because if you see that one country is rising a lot and you said like, obviously you're going to say, oh, okay, this song is most likely to win, okay, and then everybody changed their favorites to that song, and then at the end it's like, oh, I knew that this song will win. Oh, fuck off. So let's check it out. The Oods, according to the Oods, who will qualify for the final from semi-final 1? Yes, Booker Marcus have predicted who? Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Finland. I forgot to talk about Finland and Luxembourg. Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Finland, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Poland, Serbia, Slovenia, and Portugal. And not Azerbaijan? What the fuck is happening with this shit? I don't find a reasonable explanation why Azerbaijan is not included in this 10 in the Boogie Notes, but yeah, people are voting, so we cannot force people to vote or spend their money on Azerbaijan, of course. Thoughts about this Boogie Notes with the semi-final 1? Well, yeah, I mean, in what should or shouldn't happen, I forgot to talk about Luxembourg and Finland, also those countries that are like, meh. I mean, Luxembourg, if you're telling me that we should vote and this is the favorite just because it came back to Eurovision, or it's coming back at Eurovision after many years of being out of the contest, and we have to vote for you with this basic generic shit. No, it shouldn't happen. But, well, according to the Oods, it will happen. According to the Oods, Finland, Luxembourg, Cyprus, and Poland are going above that race. I also forgot about to talk about Slovenia. I mean, Slovenia. What's the deal with Slovenia? Why I didn't talk about Slovenia? What am I doing with my life? Oh my god, I forgot. There's too many countries. But okay, let's take a spot here to talk about that. Do I believe that Croatia should go to the final? Yes. Croatia, yes. Ukraine, yes. Really beautiful performance. Lithuania, cool, fresh performance. Cyprus, well, yeah, why not? Finland, no, I don't really want it to happen. Luxembourg, no, I don't really want to happen. But at the end, do we have more material here to send in the top of the Oods? I mean, in the qualifier section? No, we don't have it. I mean, if many of the songs from the semi-final 2 will be here, we'll have a really nice time to choose the ones. But here, yeah, it's Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania for me, Poland, nice, Serbia, Slovenia is also good, well tracked. I think that Slovenia is also going for a good result, in Portugal. Yes, those are the ones that I agree according with the Boogie Notes, but for the rest, no, I don't agree with Finland and Luxembourg. With Cyprus, like I said, I'm in this limbo of yes and no. But again, what else can we put there? What else? I mean, the big favorites, we already know that they are going to qualify. It'll be shocking if they don't. But I can see something like that happening, like in 2018, where many favorites were out. In my opinion, I will say, okay, yeah, that's most likely to happen according to the Oods. I think that yes, we are going to have like Croatia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Finland, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Poland, Serbia, Slovenia, Portugal. But let me tell you something. The reality, of course, is telling us that Azerbaijan is going to the final, and I kind of going to go like that too. Even though that you know that I love the song, I'm not saying that because I'm not saying it just only because I like the song, I love the song. It's because it's a well done track, and I think that people will be enchanted with that melody and they will vote for it for the final, same as the jury. So here the Oods are not quite correct, also being 13 here, but I said that before, it's just because people are voting more for those countries and not for Azerbaijan. So no voting, but spending money, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is the only thing that I will change among the other, you know, qualifiers that are Finland and Luxembourg, even with Cyprus. I mean, if you're telling me that Finland, Luxembourg and Cyprus deserve a spot and not Azerbaijan, back off, please. Back off. In any case, guys, that was my impression about the predictions of the reality, my opinion about what should or shouldn't happen in the semi-final one, and also the predictions according to the odds. It's going to be a little bit long, this video, but that's what we normally have to talk about it, you know, to go in context with this semi-final, with each semi-final. And for this semi-final, you know my opinion. With the booking notes, we know that it'll change. It'll completely change these coming weeks as the rehearsals are coming. It's going to change. And you will also see in many Eurovision pages that people will start saying like, ah no, this drop on my top because I don't like it anymore. That presentation is so no good. In any case, guys, thank you so much again for watching this video. You can give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you want to belong to this community. Well, community is a small community, but well, you know what I mean. If you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome. And for me, right now, I'm going to record another video probably talking about the semi-final 2. So if you want to see that video and more that I just made a few days, weeks, or months ago, you can go and check it out. As for me, I have to say thanks again to all of you, and we are going to see each other very, very soon in another Eurovision reaction video. So bye bye, guys.